Okay, gonna make this video to clear up a couple things about the Stacy incident. I'll start first by telling everybody what I know what happened, alright? And for the most part, I believe that with the help of some of her friends that were around when all this went down, yeah, pretty sure that I have the most information that anybody available has. So, basically what happened is this. Back on February 24th, 25th, I think it was the 25th, 24th, yeah. It was a Friday or Saturday. Anyway, Stacy decided to go to a hotel, right, that was down in Tukwila. And she went with a couple friends, meet a couple friends, whatever. There, I'm going to skip out a lot of the details because they're not really necessary, and also to protect the privacy of the people that were there that may have said something, whatever. I'll let them come forward and talk about it if they want. She was there, got into it with the driver who drove her there. He left. Her friend had a hotel there. She stayed there, ended up staying for a couple days. Friend came back, and basically there's craziness when he got back. Shit. I'm trying to say this without giving away too much that I shouldn't. Let's just say the whole situation was kind of fucked. There's some people in the hotel that the person who had the hotel didn't want. I guess Stacy was pretty whacked out, spun out, and was like running around the hotel, going in and out of people's rooms, talking to everybody, strangers, like throughout the whole hotel. Was doing this for days. And I guess some people were not invited into her friend's hotel who owned the room. And when the driver, her friend, other friend who came back and saw these people, I guess they got into it because he asked them to leave. Argument broke out, altercation broke out. Ultimately, the hotel ended up kicking everybody out for basically too much traffic and selling drugs. So, whatever, they split. Stacy went off with the two guys that were not wanted in the room, two Mexican guys. She took off with them. And that's the last anybody's ever seen of her. Okay? Stacy doesn't have her cell phone. Since she left, that would have been, let's see, I think that was on the 2nd, I think is when she left. So from the 2nd on, nobody's seen her. Alright? Very few people have even talked to her. Her family hasn't talked to her since the 28th, I think? 27th? Same time I talked to her. That same weekend. She left on a Tuesday. I talked to her on a Sunday. Her family talked to her on a Saturday. That's it. So now we're looking at over a week. Nobody's talked to her, except for the people that were at that party. And they haven't talked to her or seen her since she left on the 2nd. So, with these two Mexican guys that she doesn't know. She hasn't called anybody. The whole reason I got into her Facebook, by the way, was because of that. She hasn't called anybody. That was the only way. We ran into dead ends. Nobody knows where she is. She knows her house phone number. She knows her mom's phone number. She knows a couple people's other phone numbers. There's no reason why she couldn't call, unless she's in trouble, right? Presumably, that's why. So I managed to get into her Facebook account to see if I could dig up activity logs, login information, locations that Facebook tracks, and I did. And because of that, that's the only reason why I think there's a chance that she is okay. Because although she only logged in 3 times in the whole week that she was gone, which is really, really rare for her, by the way, since she's pretty much on Facebook nonstop. But not having a phone and whatnot, I'm sure that had something to do with it. But anyway, she was borrowing people's phones to text, talk to me, get on Facebook. But when she left those guys, she had only got on Facebook once. And that would have been on the 6th. March 6th, just a couple days ago. She did log on to Facebook, and I'm pretty sure it was her just because I did the search results. And the things that she was searching for were shit that she's interested in. Some people's names on her friends list. Vintage clothing. She checked out one of her groups. So I'm pretty sure that it's her. Which is a big relief. But at the same time, you know, that tells me that, wow, wait a minute. If she had a phone, then why hasn't she called anybody? Why has it been, now it's been like 9 days since her family's even talked to her. Not even that, a little more, like 10 days, 11 days, something like that, Since I've talked to her, since her family's talked to her, if she had a phone to get on Facebook, why didn't she call somebody to say she's okay? I mean, her son, Rudy, he's 10 years old, has no idea either. He hasn't talked to her since. So I got a little upset. Okay, I came out here Friday. As soon as I found out that that it wasn't just me who hadn't talked to her, okay, her family hadn't either, then I knew something was wrong. And I came out here to help, look for her. So as you see, this trailer that I'm in, this is her trailer, right? Her and I stayed in this trailer for a good part of about 3 months. I'll get into those details later, but so that's the end of the story, guys. As far as her Facebook goes, like, so basically no one's seen her since the 2nd of March, okay? Nobody. No one's talked to her outside of the people at that party since the 2nd of March, all right? She's called nobody. She hasn't called her family or myself, which are the two people that she would call the most, since that weekend. So late February 28th, 29th, something, or 28th, 27th. So, I don't know. I don't know where she is. That's why I'm here. Since I've been here, I've been passing out these flyers. Where are they? Oh. There we go. Yeah. Passing out these. At the hotel that she was last at the hotels around that hotel, at hotels that her and I used to stay at. Trying to find her, okay? All right? That's my phone number. If anybody watching this has heard from her, please call me. All right. So, I know some of you are confused, and I understand. And it looks weird because I got into her Facebook account, right? And I made one post, okay, when I found out that she had also logged on to Facebook, so she has a phone and the ability to call, and she didn't. I made one post because I was hurt, that I flew all the way out here on the same day that I found out that she hadn't contacted her family. You know, I was hurt, I was upset, and if you look at my post before that, I didn't mention anything about too personal, about her drug habits or anything like that. It wasn't until I found out that she's ignoring me, her family, and especially her son, Rudy, and has been for over a week now. Yeah, it pissed me off a lot. I mean, I was relieved that that gives us indication that she's okay, and that's great, because that's the most important thing. But I was also pissed, so I lashed out a little bit, you know, because honestly, though, if she is going to ignore people like that, the people that actually love her, that are actually here looking for her, that she can easily contact, she's going to ignore us like that. Well, sorry if I, spilled the beans about a drug habit, whatever. Sorry but not sorry type thing. So, you may think that's poor judgment, you may think that's petty, maybe it is, but maybe it's time for that. As far as the Facebook goes, she's not really locked out. Basically, in order to get in her Facebook, I had to reset her password to her email address, which is connected to her Facebook. And then I had to reset the password for Facebook, so I don't know her original passwords. So, she doesn't know what I reset it to. I would gladly tell her if she's willing, if she calls me. I'm not trying to keep her out of Facebook. It was important that I got in there, and that's the only reason, by the way, we think that she's still okay. It's because she did log in. And she did do some searching for some shit that she usually does. So, I'm glad I did it. Otherwise, no one would have heard shit from her since the 2nd. Now we at least have an indication that she's okay from the 6th, which is 2 days ago. So, before you knock me for doing that, it was a wise decision, okay? We know she's alive, all right? Or was 2 days ago. And apparently not hurt. So, next question is, why? Why doesn't she bother to contact us? She obviously sees me in her trailer and all the missing posters and shit like that all over the front of Facebook. She has to. She logged in, right? Brings me to another thing. That's why I changed those pictures. Her profile picture and her background is because I wanted to make sure that even at a glance, she's going to see something's wrong, right? I didn't want to leave everything looking the same because she's not logging in. And by the way, when she did log in, she also deactivated her, activity. So you can't see when she was on Messenger and whatnot. She did that on purpose. It used to be on. Why did she do that? Because she doesn't want anybody to know where she is or when she's on. So basically, I got a couple theories. But yeah, that's what happened. So again, I gladly gave her password back. I'm not holding her fucking account. I'm glad I did because I was able to get the only bit of encouraging information that she's alive through her Facebook. there's a couple people who can confirm everything I've said. All right? I'm not going to mention their names, but they are in her friends list, and they were at that party. And if they want to step forward to validate what I'm saying, because a lot of this information is right directly from them. Most of it is, actually. In fact, almost all of the information is directly from them. So, I'm not making this shit up, guys. I wish I was, trust me. I'm not. I'm just as concerned, obviously. I'm the one that came down here, right, from San Diego to help. I'm her boyfriend. Well, we'll get into that later. Well, actually, now that I mentioned it, I should get into it now. She and I dated. We were together every day, practically, with the exception of like 2 weeks when I went home. And then I came back. We were together from basically the 4th of July, early July, late June, early July, till I went back. I went back once and then came back, and she came out and whatever. Till about January. January I left Washington, and I've been in Washington. I left to go back to San Diego, and I've been there pretty much ever since, until now. So we kind of separated, you know. We've been on and off again towards the end. Either way, that's not really important. Kind of none of your fucking business. But for all intents and purposes, you can say I'm her fucking boyfriend. All right. Now, for those of you that are giving me a hard time, you know, this and that, second guessing me and all that, that's fine. You can do all you want. I'm here to help. All right. And I produce the best information that we have, which is that she's still fucking alive. And I did that by going into her account. She can't reset her passwords, unfortunately, because I had to reset her password for her email, which is connected to her Facebook. Neither one of them give me the options to see what her passwords were. So she doesn't know what I changed it to. I tell her, she calls me, but or her family, or anybody actually, that, you know, says, I've heard from Stacy. She wants her password. I will definitely give it to you, if you can prove it to me. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got a couple theories of what happened. Oh, but basically, so for those of you friends that are fucking with me on Facebook, you guys go fuck off. I really don't care about you, okay? I'm not here to like you. I don't necessarily need to like you. I'm here to help find Stacy. If you want to guess me, you want to stand in my way and waste my time having to re-explain shit to you, Laura, I think, put up this stupid shit like, oh, her family knows what actually happened now. Yeah, everything's fine. Wrong. Not only are you a liar, but you're spreading misinformation that's fucking dangerous. None of them know where Stacy is. None of them have heard from Stacy. Okay? I know. I was with her mother for 4 hours today passing out flyers. So fuck you. Okay? If you say something like that again, I'm going to block you. Alright? So, and some of the other ones, people are just concerned. Who is this guy? Who is this person? Why is he fucking with the Facebook? Now you know. Those are the people that I'm not upset about. It's just little fucking chicken hens that pretend like they know her so well. Oh, I was her cousin. I'm her cousin. Yeah, how many times have you seen her in fucking 8 months? 0? Once? Maybe twice? Okay? I've seen her every fucking day for 5.5 months. So fuck you too, okay? You don't know her that well. Especially if you didn't know about her drug problems. So fuck you. You don't know shit either, so shut the fuck up. Alright? So, the rest of you that are concerned, if anybody wants to help, instead of chicken scratching and talking shit and wasting my time, if you guys want to help, there's plenty of things that we can do. Plenty of things that I don't have the time to do by myself, because I'm actually doing shit in real life, like passing out fucking flyers and not talking shit on Facebook that wastes everybody fucking time, okay? Like making phone calls, like going to the hotels, trying to track down, talking to the police, okay? So, fuck all you guys, you haters, right? For those of you that actually do want to help, that actually are her friends and not just these attention whore naysayers, yeah, we can call hospitals every day. Or, well, I guess they won't talk to anybody but family. Call jails. If there's anybody who's good at analyzing data and can trace IP addresses to locations, stuff like that, that's a little bit above my head. I'm kind of okay with that, but I'm not real comfortable in actually identifying certain locations based on IPs. I've got a list of IP addresses that might be helpful. If anybody wants to do anything like that, please, because this is all I do. I sleep about 2 or 3 hours a day. Right? The rest of the time, I'm here trying to find her based on this fragmented data that I was able to extract from Facebook. So, anybody who's good with retracing IPs, that'd be really helpful, actually, because that will help us pinpoint her. But again, since she left with those 2 guys from the hotel on March 2nd, I think she's logged in like 3 times. All right, be nice to know where though, and I can't tell. I just know that she did, but I can't tell where. So, if I can send an IP address to you guys, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I care deeply for her, I otherwise wouldn't be here, right? So, If you guys want to stop giving me a fucking hard time, that'd be awesome. You know, I made that one post. So what? Okay. The amount of pain, the amount of stress, the amount of trouble that we're going through, for her to be okay, just voluntarily choosing not to call us because she's on some sort of drug bender or whatever, is fucked. Okay? And maybe it's time that people are aware of what's really going on so that she can get the help she wants or needs. Not wants, but needs. Hard, tough love, right? Maybe it's time. So, all opinions aside, right, on that, I'm not perfect either, so sue me. But what I'm, what else was I going to say? Yeah, I guess I forgot what I was going to say. I'm just kind of rambling now because I'm tired, but yeah, if you guys want to help, please step forward, all right? She can get her account back anytime she wants. All she got to do is do what she should have done a long, long time ago, call somebody and ask. Tell her she's okay. This also forces her to, I know some of you think that it keeps her from getting in contact with you. Guess what? She hasn't got in contact with anybody. She had up until 2 days ago, and she had already been missing for several days, to contact anybody, and she actually put her activities off. She's ignoring everybody, okay? Why? I don't know. I hope she's not being held against her will. I don't think that somebody would allow her to get on Facebook if she was. I speculate that she's either on a drug bender, doesn't want to come home. That's my main guess. Or possibly because of what somebody said about one of the guys that she left with, possibly could be running from the cops. I don't know, and I'm not going to speculate too hard on that, but I think the cops might be looking for one of those guys that she left with, and she may have nothing to do with it, but that may be why she's lying low. I don't fucking know, but I do know this. At the party, and I talked to people who are residences at this hotel, she was acting like a fucking weirdo. She was fucking really high, really spun out, running around, fucking being obnoxious, belligerent, start picking fights. I mean, just going in and out of people's hotels she doesn't even know. You know, shit like that. Walking up to strangers, talking to everybody she can. She gets in these fucking moods and it causes problems. But it's fueled by, I think, the drug use. Either way, she's acting very belligerent and in a very dangerous manner for her by walking around talking to fucking random dudes, especially in this fucking hotel. You know, and getting into cars with strangers that she just met. I mean, I'm afraid for her. I really am. And I hope my suspicions, you know, that she's, you know, could be hurt or whatever, or being held against her will, are not true. And hopefully, the fact that she was able to log into Facebook 2 days ago, hopefully that's an indication that she's okay. But to tell you the truth, none of us really know. I don't know why she's not coming home. I don't know why she's not calling. I don't know why, you know, I mean, she tells me she loves me all the time. I don't know why, knowing that I'm here, she's not bothering to contact me. This is her trailer, right? We lived here for about 3 months together. I don't know why. So I can only think of the fact that, I mean, she's not that mad at me. I think it doesn't make any sense, because why isn't she contacting her own child? Right? So, I don't know, guys. But what I will do is I'll post updates every day, you know, if something's new. But this will be the main update. I'm going to try to pin it to the wall, so I know it's long. I don't want to type all this shit out. I'm tired of typing this shit out. That's what I know. That's all I know. Her parents know exactly what I know, okay? We got all of her information from a few of her friends here on her Facebook list that were at that party. And they want to step forward and validate this, they can. She can have her account back whenever she wants. She's got to call me. I literally can't just give it back to her, because I'm not going to put the password out there on Facebook. She's going to have to call me and let me know. I'll give it back to her. I've got all the information I can out of that. So I have it set up so if somebody tries to log in there, it'll ping me. If they try to log in with her information. So that will inform me that she's trying to get back into, which she hasn't, by the way. She hasn't tried since I changed passwords. I missed her by a couple hours, so. That's it. Sorry if you think I'm an asshole. I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to make friends at all. Alright? Just here to find Stacy, because I love her, and I'm pretty sure that she loves me more than any of you guys.